So without further ado, I would like to present to you the Muntu Dance Theatre of Chicago.
I'm going to be your host for this evening. Oh, there it goes. So, we are going to take you to a magical place called Africa. I'm sure everybody has heard of this magical place. It is where all man comes from. It is where all medicine comes from. Science, magic, mystery. It is a great place. Now, we are just going to give you a little taste of this big, wonderful place, because Africa is big. Africa is so big, there are places in Africa that Africans haven't found yet. But first, we are going to start on the west side of Africa with a dance called Cassa. Can you say Cassa? Cassa. Say it one more time, Cassa. Oh yes, if you want a good meal, you got to add a little Cassa. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot wait for it to get warm. Can you wait for it to get warm? So, this is why Cassa is so important, because we have to plant the seeds so we can reap the harvest later on in the year. Can I get an ashe? And it's not just for food, even though food is very important, especially to an African like me. But it goes for everything. If you plan ahead, you reap the benefits later. It doesn't matter if it's food, it doesn't matter if it's preparation for school, you have to prepare and in the right time. And for this, we dance the dance, Cassa. Are you ready? Say it one time. Cassa. Say it 2 times. Cassa. One more time for the ground. One more time for the drummers. So, pop quiz. Did you know, now this is a given, that the pyramids came from Africa? Did you know that the telephone also comes from Africa? Did you? Okay, for those of you that did not know, the telephone was invented in Africa. Now, does anybody know what the first telephone looked like? Well, I will show you. The first telephone looked like this. That's right, the drum. The drum was how we communicated from village to village, nation to nation, because sometimes the voice is just not strong enough. Now, we were also able to travel great distances with messages, because if you know the language of the drum, you can communicate anywhere. Somebody, tell me about the wedding coming up. Oh, it's at 6 o'clock. Tell me another message. Oh, there's food that way. One more time. Oh, there's a party that starts at 11 o'clock, so be on time, eh? Now that you have this information, did you know that the drums can also talk to each other? Well, we are going to show you what we call drum talk. Listen to the drum and see if it told you anything, eh? I'll be right back in a few minutes, and I will introduce you to drum talk. Drum talk. As an American legend by the name of James Brown once said, "Give it up for the drummers." Oh, how y'all doing so far? Everybody doing good? Everybody happy? All right. Well, now we have to talk about strength, power, bass. We are about to perform for you a dance called Dununba. And Dununba is the dance of strength. It's the dance of power. Now don't get it confused. Strength doesn't just come from us man, oh. It comes from woman as well. Strength is not also just about the muscle, but it's about the heart and the mind. And in order to be a true warrior, you have to use the muscle, the heart, and the mind. That is the only way to be a true warrior. And also, the big bass drum that you see right here is also called the Dununba. It has the power. It represents the papa. It represents the heart. So we present to you the dance of strength, Dununba. So, let me impart to you a tradition. And that tradition is, listen to your elders. For without our elders' knowledge, the road would be so hard for us. So let me introduce you to one of our village elders, Babu Atiba. He's been with us many, many moons. And if the Lord permits, he will be with us many moons more. Babu.
Mic on? No, it's not. Where is it at? Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be on. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Aha, good, good, good. I'd like to say to all of you, Albe Kairato, and the appropriate response would be Kaira Doron. Albe Kairato. Albe Kairato. Albe Kairato. Thank you very much. We've just spoken in the Manding language, and I've asked all of you, did you come in peace? And you responded by saying, peace only. And yes, we understand that peace to be the internal order that allows us to come together, and even though we may not know each other, we can still come and share in this learning experience. You see, we as Muntu Dance Theatre, as we deal with celebrating Black History Month, we understand that it's much more than a celebration. We're dealing with the factor of remembrance. Remember those things that got people in traps. And let's remember those things to the extent that we can avoid those traps. We have a lot of work to do. I open with this flute. This flute comes from the northern part of Ghana. It is called Wia. It is played to remind the people of the importance of remembering the ancestors and respecting the elders. And you all know the respect for the elders is at an all-time low. Why? It has a lot to do with our habits and the way that we're interacting and living with each other. It is very important. But we must lift that level of respect back to where it should be. And it is our work. Elders, as elders, we must understand that we know that we're not always right. And we're not even expecting to be that, but we are striving to correct ourselves and to be better so that we can teach the children what? The truth. We must teach the truth so that they can grow and be the leaders that they are being prepared for. And leadership requires the ability to follow the order that all of us must deal with. See, this is the beauty why we deal with our ancestors. Not because they're dead, they passed on. We deal with our ancestors because it is the blood of the ancestors that is running through our veins. It is running through our veins every day. And for you all, what you all did earlier when we first opened up was a beautiful thing. When he came out and started asking y'all to get up and start working out with him. Y'all got up and worked out. You know, a lot of people resist that because a lot of people are not into working out the body. This temple is being neglected by many of us. This temple is supposed to be maintained daily. You know how the sun, when they say the sun rises every day? Well, we have that same raw energy rising and falling inside of us. Y'all know the spinal column deals with that cerebral spinal fluid that's rising and sinking, rising and sinking. And there's a reason for that. And you know the brain is bathing in cerebral spinal fluid for a reason. Not only is the blood flowing through the body, we have these liquids flowing through our body and this vital energy. See, this is very important, y'all. This is why we have to interact with one another. Look at this small audience. Now, if we were just entertainers, we'd be disappointed. But we're not entertainers. We're cultural workers. And you all represent the cultural people that we're working for and with. Your presence here is critical. It's no accident that it's like this. Black history in many quarters are being tried to be phased out. But we remember what Brother Carter G. Woodson taught. That's not in the schools, it's not in the books. Well, hey, let's get that happening. 1926, he kicked it off. And we're dealing now. And we understand when he said what? The miseducation of the Negro? Oh, that meant what? Well, we tell our children all the time. I work in schools and I tell the children, I say, look, when your teacher don't give you homework, you got homework. Go home and do some study and research yourself so that you can know the truth of what your teacher is teaching you. This is so vital, y'all. We got to pump it in our children. It's got to be a labor of love. We're doing this here, playing these drums. Oh, come on. Y'all know the drums were outlawed. That wasn't accidental. They were cutting off hands, people playing these drums, taking lives. We know this is not an accident. We have them back. The dances they're doing, they're not oogie boogie, oogie doogie, anything. They're dealing with well-coordinated movements, body control. We all are dealing with what? Discipline. And many of our children have a misunderstanding of discipline. They think it's punishment. Discipline is not punishment. We always tell them self-control. Self-control. That way we don't have to keep telling, shut up, sit down, stop doing that, come over here, pay attention. No, self-control will keep everything in order and we can really get the most out of our time together. So let us do that. Let's get the most out of our time together. For those who are not here, let's send some energy out to them. Let's come from our souls. I'm going to do a little chant here and I want y'all to help me with it. I'm going to say, Joe boy! I want you all to say, yay! Y'all see that, right? Right arm in there? All right. Now notice I didn't say, yeah. Right. It's yay! Come on, bring it from down there. Let's make it strong. Let's try it. Joe boy! Yeah! Oh, yeah, good. Very good. We got two more parts. Here's the second part. I'm going to say, Ago a woman ke atame. You're going to say, Amen. Amen. Let's try it. Ago a woman ke atame. Amen. Very good. One last part. When I say cha 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 meow, I want you to say yow. Now this one is a little different because as soon as I finish, I want you to come in on the end of what I say. Let me demonstrate this. Cha 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 meow, yow. Cha 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 meow, yow. Try it with me. Cha 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 meow. Cha 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 meow. Cha 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 meow. Cha boy. Aha, very good. That's what I'm talking about. See, remembrance, that's so vital. All right, now, let's put it together. Now, even though I said it was good, y'all still can be a little stronger. Come on with it. Bring it on out. Let's send it through the entire building, out into the community, because people need help. And we're going to help each other. All right, here we go. We need to go over the words again? Okay. When I say Joe boy, you say yay. Yay, not yeah. Yay, yeah. When I say I go a woman care, Tommy, you say amen. Amen. When I say cha 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 meow, you say yow. Remember, you kick it on that yow. You almost as if you don't let me finish. All right, now we're going to do it in real time. Joe boy. Yeah. Joe boy. Yeah. Joe boy. Yeah. Now let me just say, because I know you all, some of y'all saying, wait a minute, we said all that, what are we talking about? When I say Cho Boy, I'm asking, are we ready to do what we've come to do? You affirm that when you say yay. I say, I'll go a woman Tommy. I'm asking, are the big people ready? And who are the big people? Not necessarily all of us. Our elders. We make sure our big people are ready. You affirm that when you say amen. Then we say, yow! Let us do what we have come to do. So you see, this is a chant of unity. Where there's unity, there's what? Strength. That's right. So keep on, y'all. We thank you. I thank you for your attention, and I trust you will gain some more value and something of importance from the rest of our presentation. Ashe.
Give it up one more time for Baba Atiba. So keeping in the tradition of calling to our ancestors and our elders, always remember, you don't have to be here on this plane. They don't have to be here on this plane anymore for you to ask for advice. All you have to do is look up to the heavens, and if you're quiet enough, they just may still give you the answers. Leading from the example they left behind, memories, words of wisdom, and all around good vibes. So with this song, Lamban, we are going to call to some famous ancestors that paved the way for all of us. And then, after we have done that, we are going to party. You ready? Okay. If you know the song, sing along. And if you don't know the song, pretend like you do. I won't tell nobody. Jalia, Jalia, eh, Madame Barade. Jalia, Jalia, eh, Madame Barado. Eh, Jaliada, oh Maliko Jaliada. Oh Maliko Jaliada, oh Maliko Jaliada. That Martin Luther King Tatalis Simbo Masia Ye Jalia Olai Bo Masia Winnie Mandela Tatalis Simbo Masia Ye Jalia Olai Bo Masia Rosa Parks Natalis Simbo Masia Ye Jalia Harold Washington Tatalis Simbo Masia Ejalia Simbo Masia hold up. I told you at the beginning we are not the only ones that are going to work tonight. So we need 2 ladies and 2 gentlemen. Everybody else could just stand up in their seats. Come on. Yes. Don't be afraid. We're about to show you some moves you can take to the club. Oh. Everybody else, stand up in their seats. Everybody else, stand up in their seats. Make sure you got room. We need 2 guys. Yes. Yes, do not be afraid. You are a warrior. Yes, we need, yes. Yes, yes. All right. So, what we are going to do, is we're going to show you 3 steps. Don't tell anybody we gave you these steps when you do this in the club. Oh? Yeah? So, first thing we are going to do is clap 4 times to the front. 1 more time. Right, left, again. 2, 3, 4, again. Side, to the side, to the side, to the side. I think you got that one. Sister Mimi, would you show us the next step?
All right, our next step, we're gonna pull down. We're gonna pull down on one side, 1, 2, and then pull down on the other side.
1, 2. Side, 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 and side, and side, and side, and side, and side, and pull, and pull. Burn the calories, burn the calories, burn the calories. Now jump, add a little jump, add a little jump, add a little jump, and there. 1 more movement. Brother Mansu, would you show us the last movement?
Oh, no, I don't need the mic. I don't need the mic. He doesn't need it. All right. Easy. Single step backwards. Right leg back. 1. Bring it in. Left leg back. Tap. Tap. Same arm, same leg. Take single arm back. Bam. If you want to get fancy, you can hop it. If you want to, you can just tap it. Listen to your body. Yes.
Kick the chair, we don't care. Kick the chair, we don't care.
Yes. 3rd step.
Now, at the end, nice little pose. You can flex the muscle, you can Wakanda forever. Make sure that the pose is nice, eh? Now, you ready to try all 3 movements all together? Are you ready to try all 3 movements all together? All right. On the first break, we are going to clap. On the second break, we are going to dance. Ready, drummers? Break, start the dance. Thank you so much. Now, it is our turn to dance. Drummers! time for our dancers. We want to thank you for being a beautiful audience. And remember, you must plant in order to grow. You must plant in order to grow. You must what? Plant. In order to what? Grow. You must what? Plant. In order to